He was not a king, nor a soldier. He never held a gun, nor commanded an army. Yet, he defeated one of the mightiest empires the world had ever known, with nothing but truth, faith, and an unbreakable spirit. This is the story of Mahatma Gandhi, the man who changed the world, without a sword. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869, in the small coastal town of Porbandar, India. His father was a respected local official, a man of honesty and discipline. His mother, Putlabai, was deeply religious, fasting, praying, and teaching young Gandhi compassion, humility, and devotion. As a child, he was shy, almost painfully so. He rarely spoke in class and avoided conflict at all costs. But even then, he had a powerful conscience. Once, when he lied to his father, the guilt ate him alive. He confessed in a note, and instead of anger, his father wept. Gandhi later said that moment taught him the power of truth, Satyagraha, the idea that truth itself is strength. At 18, Gandhi sailed to London to study law. The world he entered was elegant, modern, and intimidating. He tried to fit in, buying Western clothes, learning etiquette, but inside, he remained torn between two worlds. In London, he read the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita, and works on philosophy. He began to believe that all religions pointed toward the same truth, love and service. He would later say, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." In 1893, Gandhi accepted a job in South Africa, a land divided by brutal racial laws. He was 24, idealistic, and eager to prove himself as a lawyer. But just days after arriving, his life changed forever. While traveling to Pretoria, he was thrown off a train, beaten and humiliated, simply for refusing to move from a whites-only compartment. That night, sitting on the cold floor of Pietermaritzburg station, something inside Gandhi awakened. He could have returned to India. He could have chosen anger. Instead, he chose resistance, through peace. He called it Satyagraha, the force of truth. He began organizing Indians in South Africa, urging them to stand up against injustice through non-violent protest. They burned discriminatory passes. They marched peacefully. They endured prison with dignity. For 21 years, Gandhi fought for the rights of Indians in South Africa, teaching the world a radical new form of protest, one that attacked evil, not the evildoer. The timid lawyer had become a moral leader. In 1915, Gandhi returned home, but the India he found was wounded. The British Empire controlled every law, every rupee, every dream. Farmers were crushed under taxes. Workers toiled in poverty. Millions suffered in silence. But Gandhi didn't rush to politics. He traveled by train across the country, eating with villagers, living in their huts, spinning his own cloth, wearing their clothes. He realized that India didn't need a political revolution, it needed a spiritual awakening. He told people, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." He preached 3 pillars. Nonviolence, Ahimsa, no hatred, even for the enemy. Self-reliance, Swadeshi, build your own future. Truth, Satya, never compromise your moral ground. To many, he became a saint, the Mahatma, meaning great soul. To others, he was dangerous, a man capable of shaking an empire with his ideals. By 1930, British rule had reached absurd limits, even salt, the most basic necessity, was taxed. Indians were forbidden from making their own. Gandhi chose salt as his weapon, a simple, everyday item that symbolized the larger struggle. On March 12, 1930, he began the Salt March, walking 240 miles from his ashram in Ahmedabad to the Arabian Sea. He walked for 24 days, joined by students, farmers, and ordinary citizens. At every step, his message was clear: freedom would not be given, it must be taken peacefully. On April 6, Gandhi reached the sea. He bent down, picked up a handful of salt, and broke the law, silently. That single act sent shockwaves around the world. Tens of thousands joined him. British prisons overflowed. Newspapers called him the man who made the empire tremble with a pinch of salt. Gandhi had turned simplicity into strength. The British arrested Gandhi time and again, but he never resisted. Inside prison, he meditated, fasted, and wrote. To him, confinement was not punishment, it was purification. He said, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. By his fasting became a weapon of conscience. When riots broke out between Hindus and Muslims, he stopped eating until both sides laid down their anger. His hunger became their mirror, forcing them to see their own cruelty. But prison took its toll. His health weakened, his body shrank, but his spirit only grew stronger. Each time he was released, the crowds waited outside, chanting his name. To them, Gandhi was more than a man. He was an idea the empire could never handcuff. When World War II erupted, Britain dragged India into it without consent. By 1942, Gandhi had had enough. He called for the Quit India movement, a direct demand that the British leave India immediately. Do or die, he declared. Those words ignited the nation. Students, workers, farmers, millions filled the streets. The British cracked down hard. Gandhi and most Congress leaders were arrested. He was 73, sick, and grieving the loss of his wife Kasturba, who died in prison beside him. But even in grief, he refused hatred. When the British viceroy sent condolences, Gandhi replied with peace. His war was not against people, it was against oppression. The movement was suppressed, but the message was unstoppable. The British Empire was fading. Freedom was near. August 15, 1947, India was free. The tricolor flag rose over Delhi. After 200 years, the empire was gone. But Gandhi didn't celebrate. The country had been divided into India and Pakistan. Communities turned against each other. Violence erupted in the streets. As millions fled across new borders, Gandhi walked among the bloodshed, fasting, praying, pleading for peace. He said, if we want real peace, we must begin with the children. Slowly, miraculously, his fasts worked. In Calcutta, rioters laid down their weapons. The violence eased, if only for a moment. But hatred still lingered, and it would soon take a deadly form. January 30, 1948, Gandhi walked toward the prayer ground in Delhi, supported by his grandnieces. The air was calm. The sun was soft. Suddenly, 3 gunshots shattered the peace. Nathuram Godse, a Hindu extremist, fired point blank. Gandhi collapsed, murmuring his final words, "Hey Ram." The news stunned the world. Millions wept openly. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, announced to the nation, "The light has gone out of our lives." But that light, the light of Gandhi's truth, could never truly die. His philosophy of nonviolence inspired civil rights movements in every continent. Martin Luther King Jr. in America. Nelson Mandela in South Africa. Leaders, dreamers, and ordinary people who realized that peace is not weakness, it's power under control. He showed the world that greatness lies not in how much we conquer, but in how much we understand. Today, his round glasses, simple sandals, and spinning wheel are not relics, they are reminders. That humility can lead nations. That peace can win wars. And that truth, no matter how long it takes, always prevails. He changed the world, without ever lifting a sword. He proved that love is stronger than hate. And that peace can move mountains where violence fails. Mahatma Gandhi didn't just fight for freedom. He fought for the soul of humanity. So the question is, in your world today, where everyone is shouting, will you choose noise, or will you choose peace? Because real strength isn't how hard you hit. It's how calm you stay when the world turns against you. If you believe that one person can still make a difference, share this story. Spread his light. And follow us for more untold stories of those who changed the world with heart, not hate.